These caves have been quiet for so long, but the winds have returned and our spirits with them. You walk among the living, yet you speak to the dead. I came here on a sacred mission, to slay the notorious bandits known as the Three. I ventured into these depths, leaving my fellow knights. Perhaps, but by sealing the cave, my fellow knights succeeded where I did not. The Three starved here in the darkness. My sword is forged of consecrated steel, and dedicated to the cause of purging evil from these lands. Take it, and finish what I started. The blade may have rusted to the point where it is useless in battle, but its magic remains, defeating the spirits below with... I wish I could tell you that I died in valiant battle, but I cannot. Like the very bandits I came to slay, I starved to death here in the dark, after my fellow knights. Yes, my fellow knights did what had to be done. I can only imagine how difficult it must have been. But I had failed to fulfill my vow, and it was the only way to ensure the Three would terrorize this land. No, these caves were too complex and the bandits too numerous. After the collapse, I crept down to find the Three eating their minions to survive. I was too hungry, too horrified. I wish I could tell you that I died in valiant. In my time, they were the band of the Three, robbers and bandits who achieved considerable wealth. They hired men to do their dirty work. Really, they were nothing special, just murderers. Their spirits have returned as the fallen Three, and they are worse than before. Now the Three and their followers venture forth from this cave because you speak to me as if I were here and alive. I am an echo in these caves, the scream of a time long past. I don't know quite what you are, but I need your help. I wish I could tell. I vowed to slay the Three after they killed my aunt and uncle in a robbery. I fear my failure to satisfy that vow is what drew my spirit back here along with theirs. If you can destroy their spirits with my blade.
I'll feast upon your soul!
You're a fool to come down here.
I'll eat your soul. What have you done, you meddling creature?
I sense a darkness lifted from the fiery depths. Tell me, have you done the deed? I can feel the serenity flowing into my spirit already. By destroying their spirits with my blade, you have fulfilled my vow and released me from this plane. Thank you. I'll return you to the surface now. Go with honor and my gratitude. I can feel the serenity.
You found it. This is definitely the place from my vision. What did you find there? A journal? Ah, I see now. To decipher the future, we have to know the past. This is it. Seems this Tommy Bones fellow was duped by a Daedra named Azera. I've seen her before, lurking in the shadows of my visions, just out of focus. Dezera must lead this wretched band of conspirators. The abductions, the void keys, the dead bandits, all her Tamriel doesn't suffer curses like this for long. Daedric hexes are too unstable. Nirn rejects them. Putting all 3 items. Kanzan, Musha, and I will gather here to prepare a gazing rite, a collaborative vision. If you manage to lure Dezera out, we might catch a glimpse of what or who is driving her.
gathering up my gifts for me. Come along, beautiful. I want to repay you. Personally. Don't hold back, lover. Give me more. You a lovely one. I can't wait to hear you scream. Foolish mortal. You have no idea what's coming!
Part the gloaming fog. Gaze deep beyond the twilight and perceive
island. A mountain of rage and
A great
ashes.
heart, pushing fire as blood. A source of power, cloaked in secrets.
A city of oil and bronze. A shrine to vanity, driven by clockworks. There's more. A gathering of princes. 3 faces shrouded. All of Nirn drown in blood. Enough! Enough!
Rejoice, champion. You speak now to Azura, Queen of Dusk and Dawn. I glorify her body and make a vessel of her mind. Do not trouble yourself. She will return in time. Your true... We wait and listen. Patience. A difficult concept for mortals, I know. Such short, beautiful, brutish life. Rhea sees but a sliver of what's to come. Princes unbound by Sothasil's compact move against Nirn. I retire to Moon Shadow to prepare.
What was that? Oh my. Was that? Did the Twilight Lady claim my mind? What an honor. What? Very little. The Queen of Dawn and Dusk rarely talks about it. I know that the Dark Elf tribute. The princes agreed to stop meddling in mortal affairs. Directly, I mean. Princes bound by the compact can't manifest. You are now. Just be careful. The Twilight Lady has a deep well of love in her heart, but it's a dark... It wasn't Dezera, I can tell you that. She was a formidable adversary, no question. But a plot of this scope? If Azura thinks it's so, it is so. Truthfully, I think it might be more than one. Only a prince would strike another prince. If this plot... The last part of our vision, the gathering of princes. Something deep and terrible lurks in that imagery. Time for a trip to the library, or several libraries. Your spirit appertains to our vision somehow. The island, the fire and ash, the clockworks and steam. Hard to tell. The future grows murkier by the minute. Perhaps that's a good thing. Or perhaps it's a very, very bad thing. Undoubtedly. And sooner than you think. Just remember, love and envy are...
This is too much. Do I look like some kind of powerful sorceress to you? No, I'm just an apprentice. I can't take on an army of Baron Montclair's thugs. The Magister in Shornhelm sent me out here to recover a relic called the Tear of Anurame. It's incredibly valuable. You mean, you would go and get the Tear of Anurame for me? Yes, of course. If you'll go get the tear and bring it back to Magister Wolfdus, I can't tell you what a relief it is to have your help. I'll stay here for a little while in case you have any questions, but then I'll head back to Shornhelm. You're the one doing the real work here. If all I have to do is answer a few questions, I'm getting off easy. According to legend, it's the final tear shed by the Ayleid princess, Anurame, after she was betrayed by her lover. They say it's I've been studying magic for a few months, but all I can really do is conjure up a light. I suppose that would help you a little, but honestly, Magister Wolfdus said this assignment wasn't just a test of my magical ability, but also of my resourcefulness.
What interest does a Dagon cult have in this place? Flee?
Do your worst, Remora. I'll tell you nothing.
I'll squeeze the knowledge out of you. Damn. I forgot how fragile mortals can be. I sense. Yes. You are the mortal I sent for, and not a moment too soon. Good. Technically, I am a Dremora. But yes, my origins are Daedric. I was investigating the activities. An Imperial cache lies beyond that concealed doorway. Unfortunately, the entrance has been warded. Take this amulet. I went to great trouble to acquire it. With it, you should be able to shatter the ward and open the hidden storehouse. The amulet should allow you to remove the ward so we may enter the concealed annex. I had it specifically constructed. I acquired a map from the Mehrunes Dagon cultists that indicates an Imperial cache is hidden inside. I want to reach that cache before they do, and find out what Emperor Leo... Don't the actions of the Daedric princes, when turned in this direction, always concern the fate of this particular ball of mud? A secret guarded from mortals and Daedra alike that involves the Prince of Destruction? I do not think the threat... How remarkably narrow-minded you mortals can be. What is your definition of evil? I saw the Dagonists use magic to temporarily disable the ward. Their power is limited, however, and the ward reasserted itself. Do you assume I am without resources? That I do not have connections in both the Mundus and throughout the plains of Oblivion? The protective ward is deadly to Daedra. As a mortal, you are perfectly immune to any such dangers. The ward simply bars your way. As a mortal, you are immune to the harmful effects of the protective ward. As long as... Mehrunes Dagon is one of the Daedric princes, the Lords of Oblivion. Specifically, he is the Prince of... Concern? I am not concerned. I am curious. When a cult devoted to the god of destruction performs mysterious deeds upon your doorstep, there is a good chance you're hungry. I sense more wards ahead. Deal with them. I shall wait here. You destroyed the wards. I felt each one shatter in turn. Well done. Let me see them. A collection of apparently mundane items. Architectural plans from the looks of it. And not the mundane engineering so common to you. It marks a location in Grotwood. Ne Salas. Another ruin. And perhaps... This portal will take you to Ne Salas.
Trust me, tread carefully. An army...
One more step and you get an arrow in the knee. Hey, you don't look like a cultist. Damn it all to Hermaeus Mora's nether regions. If you aren't one of the damn cultists and you aren't one of the Covenant soldiers, then what in the name of Oblivion's stinky armpit are you doing? Imperial caches? Really? That's funny. That's exactly what brought me here. But then I found... All right. The enemy of my enemy and all that. Just like in the Investigator Vale stories. I suppose I can trust you. For now. The cultists answer to some kind... Farther in, I'm guessing. The cultist leader paid off the soldiers and they just let them wander on through. If you can believe it, I'm just a young wood elf with a good bow and a thirst for adventure. I plan to make a name. Cracked acorns. You established adventurers don't understand. When you're starting out, it's hard. I found a journal in Black Drake Villa, a hidden refuge of the Longhouse Emperors. Even deciphered, the journal didn't make much sense. Emperor Leovic wrote it. Lots of crazy talk about annexes around Tamriel where he had... not much. I heard a few of the cultists mention his name. Said it with a mixture of awe and respect. I think they're afraid of him. I know. Once I get these wood elves out of here, I'll catch up with you.
The cultists. They destroyed the ward.
Hey, over here! You need to see this! What took you so long? Never mind, never mind. Look down there. That's the... What can I say? I'm as fast as a leaf on the wind and silent as a shadow. I suggest we take different paths to that chamber, just in case. I'll meet... That's an odd question. I was hired to find another book at Black Drake Villa and came across the journal. I was curious and I had... desperate. The coded message had that sort of air about it. But yes, he alluded to some end-of-the-world level stuff along with the rest of...
We must recover the dangerous weapons, Pettigrew. Bring me the contents of that cache as soon as you have them.
I will not fail, Doombringer. I'll have the wards down momentarily. This is different. Complex. More legs than previous wards. Wait. I sense intruders. Keep them back while I finish my work. This ward, it appears to require a special key. Disastrix Maglagor. Deal with the interlopers.
Eat arrows, creepy cult lady! My arrows always strike true! Hang on, let me try. Hey, that actually worked! Look out! Daedra!
Lower your weapon, elf. I'll confer
What
with
did you
the other
find?
mortal after
Anything
they search
interesting
the
in there?
cache.
Well, what was inside the cache? Have we finally discovered the secret of the Longhouse Emperors? Let me take a look. Yeah, that's a code, all right. Imperial. Just like in the journal, not far from here. Just outside Elden. Just look for the... Let's just say I've known him for a very long time, and I trust him with my life. Like I said, he translated... All right, if you say so. I suppose if she's willing to help, we have to give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to watch...
Now that you've satisfied the Wood Elf's curiosity, it's time to satisfy mine. Show me what... We already knew this concerned Emperor Leovic, and I cannot read those coded words. As much as this mystery intrigues me, it has also begun to bore me. If the fate of your world, little mortal, not mine. But do not fear. The mortal realm has always amused me. I will aid you as I can. So, the Wood Elf is useful after all. Interesting. I will open a portal to this Elden route to expedite your journey. Not yet, but I have my finest Banekin working on it even as we speak. Go, little mortal. Solve the mysteries before you while I ponder the various clues we've pulled together. I will find you when one of us has something new to report. This portal shall take you to Elden Root. Do not doubt. I sense there's more to this mystery than...
Friend, meet Baragon. Baragon, this is my friend. We've got a scroll to show you.
Evely says you have something for me to look at. Let me take a look. Imperial, all right. Specifically, this is... Evely says you have something for me to... Let me take a look. Imperial. You have a signet ring? Why, yes, this does appear to be Emperor Leovic's. At least it's one of them. He's certainly... My younger sister, yes. I used to regale her with stories of my adventures, back before I became a scribe in Emperor Morikal. Technically, I was an adventurer, then a scribe. Turned out I preferred ink and parchment to danger and daring do.
Well, what did the scroll say? Do we finally know the Emperor's secret? Varl Lupus? He hired me to investigate Blackdrake Villa. But why is the word ambitions capitalized? The deciphered document, it mentions the person who hired me, Varl Lupus. Could he really be Emperor Leovic's steward? Varl Lupus sent me to retrieve the book from Blackdrake Villa, one of the Longhouse Emperor's hidden retreats. It's written in a language I've never seen before. Looking at the pages makes my eyes hurt, and just carrying... I never actually met with Varl Lupus directly. Everything was done through an intermediary, a mage named Rhea. Before we found the document my brother deciphered for us, I assumed he was a scholar or a book collector or something. I had no idea he was... Rhea's some kind of mage. She gave me the final instructions for my mission to the villa and handed over the gold. Well, the first payment. I'm promised more when I deliver the book. Don't worry, I'll make sure you get a fair share of the reward. Neither Farrell's letters nor my discussion with Rhea provided much information. They told me where to look and gave me a map. It had a description of the book written in the corner. It's hard to describe. It's like carrying a weight, but not like a heavy pack or anything. More like a burden, a constant worry that never subsides. Those feelings weren't there at the beginning. Plus, I found that journal. I took it to my brother to decipher. By then, I realized the Longhouse Emperors were hiding something. I wanted to... Yeah, I thought of that. He took one look at the thing and handed it right back to me. Said it wasn't any language he ever saw, and wanted